What's going on, guys? I'm super excited for today's video because we've had a lot of people asking about the car content. And so today we're gonna introduce you to my new supercar and what I believe is my favorite car of all time. Let's jump into it. Today's video is brought to you by the Creative Cashflow Club, which is a community I just launched full of like-minded investors. It's a place where we can come together to ask questions, get feedback, and be held accountable. I have loaded this community with all of the courses, tools, and materials you could ever need to start investing in real estate, to not only buy your first rental, but scale to 100 plus. More importantly, we're going to be having consistent question and answer sessions with me, my team, and other real estate professionals. We're also going to be having live trainings, and you're going to have access to the community 24/7. I'm so excited to see what this community becomes, and I wanted to jump to a quick start. That's why I'm giving an additional 50% off to the next 100 people that join. So if you're interested in joining us, click the link in the description and let's jump back into the video. All right, guys, we're gonna do this video a little bit different because I am in the new car. But before we let you know what it is, we're gonna have you take some guesses and see if you can figure out by the sound. I wanna start off by going down memory lane, and the first car I ever purchased, I had saved up money and spent $3,000 on a little Nissan. It had purple interior, it was a white truck. I don't have any pictures with it, which I'm super sad about, but I don't think I've ever been able to get the high I got from getting my first car. Now, there were some other cars through high school and through door-to-door sales. However, the first time I actually bought a real car was when I reached out to Stradman, said, hey, I've got cash and I'm ready to buy your C8.
Bro!
That is rowdy.
Doesn't it look insane?
It's
the purple
so
looks so
sick.
much better in person. Wait, so this is the first time you've ever seen a C8? So you bought a C8 17, you've never seen one ever, and here you are, driving 4 hours, buying it.
Yeah, man. And this is where the doors kind of opened to how incredible it was to have a fun car. After the C8, it was that same year that I reached out to Stradman again and bought his Ferrari 458, which was just phenomenal.
You test drove the car, what, like 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
And you fell in love with the exhaust.
It's
and
incredible.
Now here it is.
Holy cow, man.
Doesn't it look so much better?
It is flawless. So sick, man. Guys, this car is absolutely incredible. Just the feel, the handling, the sound, everything about this vehicle is so much fun. And after driving that car, I ended up getting the Porsche Taycan and an older Porsche 911. And I'll tell you right here, I really fell in love with Porsche. But the one car I always wanted was the Lamborghini. Oh crap, we're out of gas.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So after increasing my cash flow, I finally got to the point where I felt like I could pull the trigger on the Lamborghini Huracan. What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and this is my 2020 Lamborghini Huracan Evo that I just purchased. Now, the Huracan was incredible, but my life kind of got crazy and has been a real rocky road the last 4 or 5 years. With that car, I really just didn't drive it. I also realized that when I was going around town, it just seemed like a lot of work to take out the Lamborghini, to upkeep it, to make sure it was working properly without issues. When it did have maintenance, I had to take it clear down to Utah, and it was kind of a pain. It just didn't fit right. Everybody always wants to come up and take pictures, which is so cool, but it just wasn't really me, especially when I had found that I really loved Porsche. Now, the one car I forgot, which actually is the car that I feel like the biggest mistake I've ever made selling a car, was the GT3. All right, guys, this is the 992 GT3. It's a 2022, and I am pumped out of my mind. The reason I love this car more than literally any other car is how it performs on the track. Just the handling of this vehicle, the interior, the look. It is the most beautiful Porsche in my mind of all time. And I know that's a bold statement, but I am so ecstatic about this. Here's track mode. We're gonna go into manual. Ready? Okay, listen to these downshifts now. Ready? And the GT3 was a car that ever since driving that, I just couldn't replace the feel, the experience, the sound, and I wanted to get something like that, but it was a little too raw to just daily drive. So after lots of thought and contemplation, that's how I landed on this current car. But before we finally share what this car is, we need to drive it first, just so you can see how fun it is. Put in your guesses and see if you're right, because at the end of this video, I'll be able to let you know what car we landed on. All right, let's see how quick we can gain on gear. What do you think, Aiden?
Oh, that's great.
Slow down, Garrett. Oh, that was crazy. All right, before we reveal the car, I did want to say one more thing. Through life, I've definitely had some really hard things the last couple years. And there's actually been an extended period of time where I kind of decided the nicer cars I was just going to be done with. Like, there's so many other things that are more important, and the truth is that is true. I think one thing that really hit me though is I didn't realize how many people were inspired by having something to work towards in their dream car. And that's something that was a huge inspiration for me. It's been a big inspiration for a lot of my friends. And so I know there are some people that say, Chandler, we've had enough of the car content. You know, we like you just focusing on real estate. And I would say I totally understand. And for those of you that feel that way, I'm always gonna be putting out real estate content, my family content, my life content. And I do believe when it comes to priorities, fancy cars are very, very low compared to these other things. However, it has been something that's inspired me, and that I've had so many people that have reached out and said, man, that really inspired me. It made me want to push. It made me realize that if I had something that I really wanted, if I put in the work, if I delayed the gratification, if I invested in real estate and did it the right way, that I could get there. And that's why I went and pulled the trigger on this car, because it's a car that I've always wanted. It's something that I know me, my wife, my kids will enjoy, and it's something we worked hard to be able to experience and give other people the experience. And so when we do events, I'm excited to let other people drive these cars. It's been so fun to let my sales reps drive them, and it's been so fun to watch some of those sales reps go on, purchase real estate, and then get to the point where they can buy cars of their own. And so if you are one of those people that's inspired, or if you just want the real estate content, I promise I'll try to continue to do both. Last thing I want to throw in here, we just launched the CDS Creative Cashflow Club. It's the first ever community I've done where we're going to be doing monthly trainings, question answer, and just have an opportunity to get together as a community. I've really tried to just duplicate what we had with all of our sales reps, but open it up to everyone so you can be surrounded by like-minded people. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you click the link in the description. The price is jumping up a lot here in 2 weeks, and so jump on it while it's low. All right, with all of that, now let's show you what the car is. All right guys, just a quick rundown of how the car feels. I think the thing I love the most about this car is you can daily drive it. It's super comfortable, handles bumps a lot better, but also it just feels like a freaking race car. It's so fast, handles corners so well. The interior is way more comfortable. I have back seats, so I can take 2 of my kids and my wife in the front seat and go on drives. And so it's a lot more user-friendly for fun with the family. It's also way more fun for around town, less stressful, and just as fast, if not faster, than any of the other cars that I've driven. Now, I'm sure we'll do more videos on this car in the future, but I'm ecstatic about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you want to know more or have other suggestions on what you'd like to see on the channel, let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the little bell so that I know these are the kind of videos you want. And if you don't, that's great. Have a good one, guys. We'll see ya.